Okay, don't say hi to me. What the? What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another Moto vlog. Today we will be discussing and I will be giving you tips on how to let your wife, or how to get your wife to let you buy a motorcycle. So just to give you a little disclaimer, if your wife or you know that you do some stupid shit in a car, or just do some stupid shit in general, and your wife knows that, or your girlfriend knows that, or whatever, and you know that, then this video is probably not for you. Because the reason why your significant other does not want you to buy a motorcycle is because she's scared that you're gonna do some stupid shit, because you've already been known to. So if you are that type, I probably would not listen. You gotta be a little bit reasonable in order to follow these tips, and I can't really help you there if you're already known to be irresponsible, you're already known to do some dumb stuff on the road. If that's you, your best bet is to ask for forgiveness rather than permission. So before we get into my tips on you know, how to convince your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your significant other to let you ride a motorcycle or to let you buy a motorcycle, we gotta look at why in the first place they wouldn't, right? So for me, in my opinion, the two things that would obviously get your significant other worried or not wanting you to, no, not letting you get a motorcycle is for two reasons: safety and financial issues, right? So if you're an adult, if you're an adult male, adult female, and you have financial issues, then you shouldn't even be thinking about buying a bike. I mean, you gotta be responsible enough to understand that you can't afford something when you can't afford it, and not put yourself in crazy amount of debt just for a little bit of thrill. You know, you got to get your money right, get your financing right, your financials right, and then you can start thinking about spending that money. I don't suggest you know, you being $50,000 in debt, living paycheck to paycheck, trying to make ends meet, especially if you have a family, thinking all of a sudden, hey, I want to ride a motorcycle. So I don't think, I honestly don't think that you spending, you know, anywhere from $8,000 to $20,000 on a motorcycle just because it's better on gas is any justification for gas money and gas expense and anything like that. The first thing that I said was safety, right? So financials and safety, and these are the two things that are more than likely going to be the reason why, or the reasons why you need to convince your wife to get around. And like I said, if you're an adult, you have a car, and your financials ain't right, maybe get your financials right first before deciding spend some money on a motorcycle. A motorcycle is a lot of money. There's a lot of things that you're putting into it. I mean, just these gloves alone is $60. This jacket alone is about $160. You know, and you go into riding suits and everything like that, you're talking about anywhere from $800 to $2,000. Helmets anywhere from $150 at the cheapest to maybe $700-800, even $1,000. So motorcycles aren't cheap. You get a bike, you're gonna want to spend money on it. You're gonna want to get rid of that fender eliminator. You're gonna want to put an exhaust on it. You're gonna want to get stuff done to it, not only for the bike to look good, but a lot of things you'll spend money on safety wise for it, whether it be LED lights, better brakes, depending if you buy a used one or not. My first step, you know, in order to convince your significant other to get you to let you buy a bike would be find out what kind of bike you want, right? Do your research, find out if you want a sport bike, find out if you want a cruiser, find out if you want a bobber, you want a supermoto, whatever it is that that you enjoy. Whatever it is that you think you're gonna have the most fun on, and start saving money for it. Now, put money to the side, save up some money for it. Don't let your wife know. Find out the price of the bike that you are wanting, and try to get try to save up that money. That way, finance may not be an issue, right? And like I said, if your financials ain't right, your wife's gonna be like, you had $3,000 this whole time, you had $8,000 this whole time. That's why it's important, you know. They'll be like, oh, we had bills to pay, we were struggling on this month, you know, we could have paid off this, we could have paid off that. And that's why I tell you, get your financials right before you even decide that what the hell is this guy doing. So if your financials ain't right, even if you save up money, ain't gonna convince her, because you know she's gonna be like, she's gonna see what you could have spent that money on instead of oh, you got the money for it. Anyways, so if your financials right and everything's like that, and you saved up a good amount of money, then it won't hurt anybody. You know, so you know you saved up $200 every paycheck for the past 6 months, and you saved it up so you can buy a bike, and it won't hurt. You know, you don't have to get a loan, it won't hurt your credit, and you can buy it outright and not have to pay any interest on it. Your wife, your significant other, would definitely be more inclined to let you buy the bike when the money's readily available. Number 2, and this has to do with safety. And the safety aspect of it all, you kind of have to show her that you know that you're serious about being safe, that you want to be safe, that you understand, you know, some of the dangers that go along with riding, and that you recognize it, that you're not just gonna go out there and be a new rider popping wheelies and doing burnouts, driving fast. You know, that you're a little bit older, responsible, and that, you know, you can manage being safe on a bike. They don't want you to get hurt, they don't want you to die on a motorcycle. So it's good to kind of do your research, kind of show them the statistics, kind of show them most of the factors, you know, that are involved in motorcycle accidents, which I'm sure y'all know it's alcohol and speed being the 2 main factors that are involved when people get into accidents. So, you know, maybe promising her that you know, while you're on the bike, you know, you're not gonna have any drinks, or, you know, limiting yourself to 1 drink, 1 beer, if you do go out with the boys at night on a bike. That come on, man, that may help you out. Hey, if you have more than 1 drink, that's all on you, man. If you get a DWI or you get into an accident, you know, that's gonna be your fault. It ain't gonna be anybody's fault. It ain't gonna be the motorcycle's fault. It ain't gonna be the stupid driver's fault that cuts you off. It's gonna be your fault, because if you didn't have those 5 drinks or 6 drinks or shots or whatever, then maybe you would be able to react to it a little bit faster. Maybe you would able to see the threat that's about to cut you off before you decide to switch a lane or speed up. You know, you probably would have seen it. When you add alcohol into that mix, your skills as a rider diminishes. I'm gonna make it. Your reaction time slows down. Your decision-making process, you know, whether you need to speed up for a light, you need to slam on your brakes, maybe out the window. You gotta kind of make let her know that you take, you know, safety very, very, very serious. One thing you can do to achieve that, you know, go and take the motorcycle safety course, the MSF course. You know, get your license way before you even get the bike. That way, maybe you can even do your research a little bit better in testing out the bike and knowing exactly what you want. Because a lot of people, you know, I want this bike, I want this bike. They buy the bike, they go take the course, they jump on the bike for the first time or whatever, and they're like, man, I like this bike a lot better, or this bike's way too powerful for me. So taking that course, kind of doing your research and studying a little bit will definitely help persuade her when it comes to a safety standpoint, or her concerns for safety. Ooh. So I'm gonna hit this gym session real quick, and we will get back to discussing more ways to get your wife to let you buy a motorcycle.